July project is all about bringing together children and young people from different backgrounds and trying to get them to do activities that they wouldn't normally get the opportunity to do, like putting on drive-in movies and sports activities and trying to bring in as many different people as possible. This year we've done the Bollywood film with that in mind, to try and bring in a new audience. That's why the July project is so important, to try and bring people in together and get everyone interested. The main events of the July project is the drive-in movies, High School Musical 3 and Om Shanti Om, the Bollywood film. Battle of the Bands, with 5 different bands, all young bands from the local area who all came to Square Chapel and competed.
I spoke to Lucy Burnett at the Square Chapel and Matt Blackmore probably about 6 months ago, because I wanted to put the Battle of the Bands on, and they said to me, well, why don't you get it involved in the July project? And that way it didn't cost us any money to do that, because it's all paid for with the proceeds from last year's July project. So it's a non-profit making organisation, if you like, and all the money is ploughed back into the young people of Calderdale.
It's very, very difficult to get gigs, so it's good for the smaller bands to really kind of introduce themselves to stuff.
It's also good to expose sort of young talent in a way that it has done tonight, because there's been some fantastic bands on.
And it also gives them a chance to do what they enjoy doing. I mean, if they're stuck at home, it's no fun at all. If they're out doing something, then it's all good.
Urban Guerrilla Festival in the Peace Hall, which was a street art display and street dance. Urban Adventures, which is a new thing that's just opened down at Shaw Lodge Mill.
Hi, I'm John Hendy and you're at Creative International Adventures at the Boiler House, Shaw Lodge Mills here in Halifax. We're a very new company and we've just set up to provide a variety of activities. So tonight we've got some street surfing going on behind me here. We've got the ropes course going on to my left. And in the big square wooden box behind us we've got an artificial cave system. I think it's an absolute excellent opportunity for people to have a go and then take on their own initiative from it.
The Skaterama Skateboard Festival, which was over at Brick House in Wellhome Park, which attracted loads of different competitors from across the country. Ultimate Frisbee in several of the parks across Calderdale. BBC Radio Leeds held some radio workshops at Eureka on the open day today, and they've been teaching children about how to use the radio equipment and sending them out to the museum to try and create a sound picture of the museum. Controversial teenage author Melvin Burgess opened the festival back on the 1st of July with a couple of talks for school children.
Yeah, I did something a little different today. I normally sort of have a talk that I do and then I present a book, but I thought this time I'd go through a number of books just to give people a sort of cross-section of the wonderful world of teenage fiction. You know, if you have projects like this as part of your cultural life, it's such a sort of broadening and enriching thing, and it just adds a buzz to the place and it adds a feel to the place and it pulls people in.
It's grown over the years, and as it's gone on and more people have found out about it, we've tried to involve more and more organisations. So Calderdale councils, sports have come in, and now we've got a whole range of sporting activities from skateboarding to football and frisbee throwing.
We were asked to be involved by Square Chapel and Eureka to give it a more of a physical activity, sporting slant to it as well. It helps us give young people of Calderdale a various range of cultural activities. We get out of it that we can promote and help and support events and activities that young people would never normally do.
We also make sure it's heavily subsidised, so a lot of the things are either free or at a very reduced rate, so it means that young people can get involved where they wouldn't normally be able to.
Calderdale is very fortunate in that it's well placed between two major cities, being Leeds and Manchester. However, as those are such big cities, it often means that in between not much happens, so it gives the opportunity for things to actually happen in the valley. What we did differently this year is we used a lot more of the social media. We did Facebook ads for specific events, picking up on people's lifestyle choices. The other good thing is using a medium like Facebook. When it came to Battle of the Bands were proactively trying to bring in their own fans, which then brought them onto the site to promote the other July Project events, and it overall worked well and created a good opportunity for cross-pollination on the events.
We've got it started, but really we need to back off now, and we need, you know, younger people to come in and say, well, actually that's a bit boring, can we do this, we'd like to try this, and that's really the next stage, just to hand it across and say it's your turn now to make this more exciting.
Well, I mean, it's been fantastic, the July project, because it has been supported by the Halifax very generously for the past 3 years. but obviously one company can't support it forever, so we are now at the stage where we're looking to move on. We will be looking for new supporters, new sponsors, and really it's wide open to how it develops, what it develops into. And so we'd encourage anyone who's interested either in investing or investing time and energy to come and get in touch with us at Square Chapel. We'd love to talk to you.